welcome, one and all, to the great circus of Subtractive IQ. I'm your host, Elisha. We always do this. More particularly, you always do this. But I forget to say joined by my co-host, and then you don't say anything.
Yeah, it's your job to introduce me.
Well, you can introduce yourself. You're a big adult. You know words. What's your name? Oh, what's your name?
My name is Caleb.
Oh, nice. Good name. So, today is a fantastic day. You want to guess why?
Why?
Because I have a topic for us tonight.
I'm gonna put applause. Ravenous applause.
Are you proud of me?
I'm so proud of you. I was fully expecting to have an episode topic when we started. But before we do the topic, I low-key feel like it's been a while, so I have a lot of life updates.
Okay, hit me.
I knew this would happen. I knew I would forget everything. Okay,
Yeah,
no,
I
there's
do
just
that a
one
lot
thing.
too.
I had two gigs since the
Two?
last time we recorded this podcast.
Wow.
I had one last Wednesday and one last Saturday, and the one on Wednesday went okay, but the one on Saturday went good. But my drummer, his name is Jackson Baker. He's a cool cat. Hopefully, we get him on the podcast sometime. He and I went to Prince's before, like earlier that day, because we practiced and we had Prince's.
Before, that's actually crazy.
Maybe that's the reason I didn't do so well that night. No, that's not the reason. But anyway, as we're getting up to leave, they have like these air conditioning units set up inside, like giant fans. And for some reason, they put them right by the trash can. And so I got up, and there was this lady sitting facing away from the trash can and air conditioning. I got up like with my empty tray that had like the saucy liner on it and stuff. And I got up and it like immediately started like blowing all the trash off of my plate. And a napkin like flew straight into, she had like a thick head of hair, like flew straight into her hair.
Oh no, did it
She
have
did
stuff
not
on it?
notice. She did not notice. I like grabbed it. She didn't notice that either. I literally just grabbed it and threw it. But what really was like the entire liner, after the napkin, the entire liner, like with sauce and stuff on it, like flew up, just plastered to the back of her head.
Oh no.
And she didn't notice that either.
Oh no. Did
And
you at least like
no, I didn't
do anything?
say
Because she might have gotten sauce in her hair. You just let that woman live her life with sauce in her hair?
You know, I let that woman live ignorantly to the fact that a tray liner was plastered in the back. And Jackson, he just like looked at me and then just grabbed it. She didn't even move. Like she literally did not move a muscle. She had no idea. Which I don't know how thick your hair has to be to not notice, like, A, that something's on the back of your head, B, that it like flew there. Like it was projected there by like an air conditioning unit. So then we just left. So that happened. That was crazy. I was like, this is a story I'm gonna tell on my podcast. And yeah, that happened. You're
Good
cutting out.
story.
Oh, there. No,
Yeah, sorry, my mic is doing the thing where it's disconnecting and reconnecting. Oh, dude, let me tell you, I'm very extremely mildly annoyed right now because I had to turn on my computer today. And for those of you who don't know, my computer literally takes like, okay, let me pull up the timestamps on our texts Yeah. It takes like literally 10 to 15 minutes for my computer to turn on and for everything to like sort itself out when it
Mhm.
first turns on. So I just don't turn my computer off ever. But I did yesterday. And Caleb texts me. He's like, "Hey, I'm on. We can record." And I'm like, "Sick." So I turn on my computer and I'm just sitting here and just sitting here and sitting here and sitting here. And Caleb texts me. He's like, "You getting on?" And I'm like, just waiting for my computer to turn on. And then I sit here for another 5 minutes waiting for everything to sort itself out. Man, every time I have to turn on my computer, it like low key ruins my day.
That's hilarious. My laptop turns on faster than your fancy PC.
Oh, yeah, fancy PC. Those are the biggest quotes that have ever existed.
It's way fancier than
Um,
mine.
uh, mm, well, now it is, I guess. I think you still have a better processor though, or at least a
That's
newer
crazy.
one. Um, but yeah. Um,
Dude, oh, I have a movie review.
oh,
Miriam and
okay.
I
Do
just
do tell.
watched the movie Sinners.
Oh, I've heard that's really good.
It's incredible. It's so like it's the script is or not the script. The like pacing of the movie is so balanced. Like it feels really good. Like it's just a real and like also like the plot is just super cool. It's a really cool movie. Highly recommend Sinners, but not for children.
Okay. Well, yeah, with a name like that, I'd assume probably not. Um,
Yeah, it was really good. And also, actually, a couple of movie reviews. Miriam and I went and saw this movie called Together. It has Dave Franco and Allison Brie in it. Um, and it was also really good. Like probably 9 out of 10 horror movie. Was super
wow.
cool.
What like kind of horror movie?
Body horror.
Oh, nice.
So it's about like without spoiling too much,
Yeah.
it's about this not husband and wife, these two partners who the plot is you drink this water, they accidentally drink this water, and then they start, like, fusing together,
Mm,
and it's really good. Highly recommend, Together too, but also not for children,
dude.
which you wouldn't know from the title.
You know what's crazy? Like horror based on like drinking water. Cause like there
It's
was
true, and it's like yeah, go ahead.
yeah. I'm reading a book right now. It's a Warhammer book, surprise, surprise. Um, but it's about
Addict.
yeah. Well, it's a way that I can consume Warhammer without spending copious amounts of money. So I take what I can get. Um I also still have like 60 models that I have to paint and assemble. Um but there's
It's like reading about drinking as an alcoholic.
the
Not
That's a really good analogy. Um so there's a part in this book. It basically is going over the backstory of one of the main characters, or main characters, I say, one of the named characters. Um, and on this planet, his home planet, there's this creature slash weapon slash no one really knows what it is, uh, completely. But it's called thirst water. And what it does is basically it looks like water, right? So it's like a desert planet. So you see this pool of water and you're like, sick, I'm gonna drink this thing. And then you drink it and it literally sucks all the moisture out of your body.
Ugh.
Yeah. And there's it's kind of like a crazy concept to think about. Like, what would that be like?
What if I don't think about it? I'm gonna choose not to.
Yeah.
But I do get what you're saying, like, with the, like, it's horror about, like, what happens after you, like, unknowingly drink, like, this cursed water,
Yeah.
which is just, like, I'm not gonna get too much into the plot in case you wanna watch it because it's an incredible movie, but it is actually, like, really interesting, really well done.
Yeah.
And but the whole thing is, like, they're trying not to let their bodies fuse together the whole movie, so, like, their skin will literally start, like, morphing into each other, like, if they touch, and
Hmm.
it's, like, it's super crazy, and then at the very end, as we're walking out, the first thing Miriam does is, like, hold my hand, and I'm just like, "What are you doing?"
You fool, you've doomed us all.
She was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, fine."
Doing just spiffy. Oh, yeah, that reminds me of, the time that Jarek, this was back when I was in high school, so I had my, degenerate gamer sleeping hours. So, it was, like, late, um, like, probably, like, I mean, it wasn't, like, insanely late. It was probably, like, midnight to 1, um, but, so I was downstairs, playing games, and, uh, I was down in the basement because that's where we used to keep our PS4, and it's crazy because I remember the exact line of thought that I was having. Like, that's how how much this moment spooked me, is I remember exactly what I was thinking beforehand. Um, 'Cause,
I've heard you tell this story so many times, but it's still good.
yeah, it's it's really funny. Um, but I was playing, Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, um, and when you're, like, loading into a new area, the loading screen has, like, scrolling images of areas in the game, and there was one area that scrolled past, and I was like, "There's an important item that I got there. What was it?" And I was like, "Oh, that's right. It was the shuriken prosthetic tool." And then from behind me, I just hear like dun, 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 dun from the window behind me. And dude, let me tell you, I don't even remember turning around. That's how fast I turned around. Like I swear I like jumped and midair, like not even pushing off anything. Midair, my muscles just turned me around. And it was just Jarek standing there because I accidentally locked him out of the house. Um, but
That's funny.
it
You
was
dug your own grave.
it was so scary. It was the type of scared that, like, when Shaggy gets scared in
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo, how he, like his hair, like, spikes up? That's what it felt like my entire body was like, I could feel it, like, the hair on my head stood on end. It
Well,
scared
that's
me
always how
so bad.
but I always got you told me that story, and I always got paranoid whenever I would come over because 'cause we'd always sleep in that basement,
Oh, really?
and most of the time you had, like, the curtains open, so you like, anybody could just look in, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm uncomfy."
Yeah. Well, hey, if you are coming down, like, next weekend or whenever, you'll be sleeping in that room.
Well, I'm used to it now.
Yeah.
We've had some legendary times in that basement.
Yeah, and, we've also had some catastrophic emergencies, like the house almost falling down.
It's okay, though.
Yeah, no, the house
We're
is
all still here.
no longer doomed to fall down. Well, anytime soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like California. It's just getting a little bit closer every day.
Yeah, well, a house built on the verge of 2 hills is never really that structurally sound.
Yeah.
Um Oh yeah, it was funny too, because after Jarek did that to me, I opened the door and let him in and was like, "You scared me so bad." And, we started, just chatting. And he was like, "Yeah, I was just watching, Us too."
Oh, yeah?
So I'm like, "Oh, dude, that's so creepy."
I've
Oh,
not seen that
man.
movie yet.
Apparently, it's pretty good. I haven't seen any of the Jordan Peele, um, like, horror movies, which I'm probably missing out. I know what happens in all of them, but I've never watched them.
Jordan Peele's a great director.
Yeah, also a great comedian.
Yeah. All right. Well, you've got a topic, so
Yeah, so the topic today, I'm sure that you'll like it. We honestly should have gotten Peter on for it, but board games or just tabletop games in general.
ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
What about board games / tabletop games?
Just general stuff like what's your favorite right now? Like any game played on tabletop, that's board games, card games, um, whatever.
My kind of like all-time favorite is probably Catan, just because
Classic.
I've just played it with my dad, my family a bunch. I love it. And I'm good at it. Like I
Yeah,
understand
no.
it. So yeah, I
You
like
are
Catan a
like
lot.
a ruthless businessman when it comes to Catan.
Well, people like you say that, but I actually feel like I'm not crazy. Like I have friends that I play with, Xander, who are just like crazy. Like who will just bleed you dry. I feel like I'm not like that. I feel like I play to win, but like I'm honest about it. I'm not like sleazy, you know?
Honestly, Catan,
Like some
it's
people are
so
sleazy.
yeah, it's so weird calling it Catan. I'm calling it Catan for, like, social purposes because I've always called it Catan, so I just call it Catan. Um, but I feel like it's the game that you're the most tolerable in, you know? Like,
Really?
I'll actually make a few trades with you. Any other board game? Absolutely not. I will do nothing to further your purposes, even if it helps me.
Since you're in Magic, I feel like. Well, if we have a greater enemy,
Yeah,
such as
well,
Ganon or Jarek.
yeah, well, see, the thing is with Canon, it's like we're never winning because Canon has the power of paying more, um, or proxying cards. And then Jarek just has the power of, I don't know, he just wins. Like, he just finds the cards that give him like an OP cycle that
Mhm.
like, to get like separate, they're just fine. Like, it's like, oh, dang, you get this.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. And then he plays down this other card, and then he's like, "And I do this and that and this and that and win the game." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, should have done something."
That's yeah. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I really, I just played this new game, called Night of the Ninja. Have you ever played it?
No.
It's really fun. It's like a mix of Mafia and Secret Hitler,
Oh, okay.
which I always feel weird saying the name Secret Hitler, it's a murder mystery board game for those of you who don't know. Incredibly fun. Hashtag not a Nazi. It
Well,
doesn't
the
have
job is
anything
to
to
get
do
rid
with
of Hitler, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
it
the
would
job
be
is
a
to get
good
rid of
thing,
Hitler,
yeah.
if you're on the blue team.
Yeah. Shh, we don't talk about the other one.
But, it's a mix of that. It's a mix of Secret Hitler and Mafia, and, it's like socially acceptable Secret Hitler. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It's,
that's cool.
it's super cool. And then, also, um, Codenames. I played a version of Codenames that was Codename
Mm.
Pictures. So instead
Oh,
of words, it was just like pictures. It was really cool. I
so
enjoyed
like
that a
that
lot.
one game where you have to like describe the face to someone?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's like the one where you have like the board and it's a bunch of faces and you draw the face and you're like Like you draw a card with a face on it, and you're like, okay. Then the other, it's like 20 questions, but with faces. I
Cool.
totally forget what it's called. It's like a classic game.
Pictionary?
Maybe.
I don't think it's Pictionary.
I don't
Pictionary is
think
the
it's
one word
Pictionary
that's
either.
like drawing charades, right? I think that's
Yeah,
Pictionary.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me see if I can look this up. I'm just gonna look up the game with faces and see if it pops up.
Deck of cards is gonna be the first thing that pops up. I want you to know that. But no, as far as like, dude, I love card games and board games too. Is I don't know which one I like more, whether that be board or card games, because some of them are like like a true hybrid between them, and some of
Guess
them are like
Who?
crazy different. I've never played Guess Who.
Really? You've never played Guess Who?
Yeah,
That's like a classic.
if you say so.
Dude, it was literally the first like 5 results in Google image search was
Huh.
Guess Who.
There you go.
I literally just looked up the game
W
with faces, and that was
W
Google
Google
understood
search.
me. So yeah, board games are so much fun.
Yeah,
Um,
I've wanted to like I've had I want to make a board game. I feel like
mhm,
that'd be a lot of fun. I just don't have like the resources or the drive to like actually get it done.
fair enough. Yeah, as well as coming up with like an original concept that's fun and not like super tedious.
Yeah.
Because I
Like I
feel like,
really I really love games that are like this is gonna sound weird, but like simplistically complex in the
oh, I
sense that
get exactly what you mean.
like Here to Slay is
Yeah,
something I consider to be like simplistically complex. Where like it has a lot of different mechanics and things that happen, but and granted it is a little bit like drinking from a fire hose the first time you play it, but once you get it, like it's a lot of fun. Like I love
yeah,
games that are mechanical in that way. Like
yeah. I mean,
Magic and Here to
yeah.
Slay.
I was gonna say Magic is like that too. Despite how complex it looks, it's really like not at all. Like there's a lot of like weird rule combinations. That's where it gets its complexity from, really.
Mhm.
Um, because if you really want to get into it, there's a bunch of stuff where it's like, um, things just aren't like really worded properly, and you can tell this happens a lot with older cards too. Where there's stuff like it's just not worded clearly, and so it's like technically per the rules, like it's this way, but you can tell the
Mhm.
intention of the card is like not that.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it's kind of weird, but yeah, like complex. I like having games that like don't really have. They have like a flow, but they don't have like a formula. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like
Yeah.
Catan has a formula.
Not really.
I mean, not insane. Like every game is different, but every game is the same, you know? You roll the
Sure.
dice, pick up your stuff, do your upgrades, that's your turn. Maybe offer a trade or two. Um,
And I feel like you could say the same thing about any other board game though. Like if it's turn-based, then like if you have a turn in your game, then it's gonna have some sort of formula.
well, yeah, but not like, I don't know. It's kind of like Magic has the same thing kind of, but there's a lot more thought, I'd say, that goes into it. Like I think a lot more during Magic than I do during Catan. Like Catan, I mainly have like long-term goals. I'm like, I want to get here, get on this resource, and then,
Mhm.
every life will be good. But with Magic, I feel like it's a lot of response.
It is. And that's one reason why playing Magic with like more than 3 people, I like mentally tap out. I'm like, I can't. I can't. I can't keep up. But I do love a good old 2 or 3 player game of Commander.
Yeah.
There are some board games that just make me mad, like, every time I play them, like, I actually, like, consciously have to choose not to play certain games because I know I'll just get so angry. One of those for me is Risk.
Ooh, Risk, really.
I can't play Risk. Like, I just get so angry when I play Risk.
Interesting. Risk would not be a game that, like, I would really see you getting mad at.
What do you see me getting mad at?
Honestly, I don't know, because generally when I see you mad, it's at video games.
Yeah.
And generally when you're mad at video games, it's when you're not doing good.
Mhm.
So it could potentially be, like, anything really.
I think one
I mean,
thing
Monopoly is a classic, but you're somehow, like, the GOAT at Monopoly and everything always goes your way, so I don't really see you getting mad at Monopoly.
I haven't played Monopoly in so long.
It's been a while.
Um, it's a bit, um no, I like Monopoly. No one ever plays it with me though. I don't really know why. Because I try not to be like a dirt ball when it comes to games. Like I try to be the person that it's enjoyable to play games with, but I do play
Wow.
to win. And so because of that and so because of that, like people always target me when I play games, which that frustrates me. I think if I'm getting mad at a board game, it's because I feel like people are, like, targeting me unjustly. It's because I feel like I put a lot of effort into trying to make the experience fun for everybody, and then people blatantly, like, try to make the experience worse for me is when I start to get frustrated at, like,
Yeah, that's fair
games.
enough. Yeah, I have kinda seen that when it's like you're not really in a position at all
Yeah.
to, like, win, and someone's like honestly, I'm guilty of this. I'll own it. I'm guilty of this, where it's like Caleb's scheming something, so although he's doing nothing, I'm gonna, you know, hurt him just because.
Which I do scheme. That's the thing
You
I do.
do, which is why I never trust you in games, is because like, there are some games when you're just doing nothing, and then other games when you're doing nothing, and then it's like,
Psych.
and then I play down this card and move here and I win, and I'm like, "Oh, shoot, okay, so you were doing nothing to winning,
Yeah.
essentially," like,
It's poker
so,
face, bro.
yeah,
Except I don't really have a
um,
good poker face.
yeah, yeah, Risk is not really a game I'd see you getting mad at, it's weird.
Well, again, most of the time it comes down to, like, player to player interaction, not the
Yeah.
actual game. Like, most board games I don't get frustrated at, it's the player to player interaction, and what happens to me in Risk is I make alliances with people, and then they go back on them every single
Oh,
time, is I
yeah,
make
that's
alliances
annoying.
with people and I'm like, "Hey, you're not gonna like, I can move my troops and you're not gonna attack me at this border, right? Because I need to deal with a different threat." And they're like, "Yeah, you're fine." And so I move my troops and put my trust in that person, and then I lose because they're
Nah,
like,
see,
"Psych," and they just come straight up the back border.
yeah, that's the wrong, like, that's kind of a weird topic because it's like
Honor.
gentlemen
I
agreements
play I
in board
play board
games.
games with the moral high ground, and I always have.
Oh, me too. Like, there's times for backstabbing, especially in games like Risk, but it's, like, very few of
Yeah.
the times should you go back. Like, there have been games that I've lost. Like, I've thrown entire games because I've made an agreement with someone prior,
Mhm,
and they either, like, call the bet or, like, whatever,
mhm.
um and, there have been games that I've intentionally lost. Like, I've known, like, if I do this, I'm going to lose the game, and I do it anyways because I don't know,
Mm.
it's so much more fun in board games when you can have gentlemen's agreements like that.
Yeah. It
And
is.
if people continually like betray those, like they say like, "Oh yeah, I'll do that," and then they don't do it, it ends up just being like with that group of friends, you just can't do that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, "Oh, I know that you're just gonna stab me in the back, so I'm not even really gonna propose that."
Yeah. I think in particular, the example of the game was last time I was playing Risk, I was playing with my, like, little cousins, like 3 of
Oh,
them. But
no.
it was like the Rumschlag household, and so my uncles, which are the my dad's brothers, to
Uh-huh.
put that in perspective, and they're just cutthroat because they grew up on Risk, they would play it with, my grandpa
Mhm.
when they were growing up, and they were just, like, cutthroat, and so we were having a great game, and then, like, both of those uncles walked in and started, like, coaching their kids, and in my head, I'm like, "I'm gonna throttle you." Like, "Stop doing this."
Yeah. I mean, it also really depends on the company, like, the vibe of the game. Like,
Yeah.
if someone asks you like, "Hey, you wanna play this game?" You have to kind
Uh-huh.
of, like, evaluate, like, "Okay, what kind of game is this gonna be?"
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you don't know. Sometimes it's like, I know like, I've played enough board games with you to know, like, you aren't going to hold back. But
Facts.
in general, you'll
A
be honest
Rabenschlag name,
about it.
baby. Yeah. Yeah, I
Like, there
played
are
a win, but
people
I honorably played a win, or at
yeah.
least I tried to. Not
There are
to say
some
100%
times you
times that I've been sleazy, but
it's like, I don't know, you kinda have to gauge that's the beauty of board games, is it's like, you sit down to play with, like, 4 people in total, it's gonna be a completely different game if you sit down with, like, another different 4 people.
yeah. There's games I can play with, like it also depends, like, on how well you know certain people too. Because if I sit
Yeah.
down and play a game with Miriam, I'm probably not gonna be as, like, competitive as versus, like, if I sat down to play a game with you, I'm locked.
Oh, no. Dude, I don't know how it is, but it's like whenever we're competing in anything, it is your entire life's goal to see me crumble to dust. In everything, in board games, in video games, in,
Less in
just
board games, I feel
regular
like.
competition.
In video
Board
games
games
especially
especially.
video games especially, I feel like I
Board
command.
games, you're like borderline evil.
I'm not. I don't think so.
Sometimes you are. Sometimes you are. You
I
have
have
to
been.
admit
I
that.
have been. I
Sometimes
have.
you are the overlord of the game.
Dude, I have another board game that has made me mad. Do you remember when we played the Sub game?
This oh,
That
yes.
dude, I was about to
Dude,
crash
you
out.
were
I know
so
I did
mad. You
crash
were
out.
so mad. It was so funny. Dude, that game was so much fun too.
It was fun.
Yeah, I don't really get why you were, like, upset at that.
Well, we didn't we just end our week of camp? I
Yeah,
think
it
there's
was it was
I think
right
there's
after camp, and
extenuating
it was
conditions.
also, like, the last, like it was, like, the 3rd or 4th to last week of camp, so I get it.
Yeah.
That would be the only reason is, like, you're just exhausted, and it's just because the way that that game went, that was actually an insane comeback that me
Yeah.
and Gabby mounted. So yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are some card games you like? Because we talked a lot about board
Yeah.
games.
Well, Magic, obviously.
Yeah.
Here to Slay
Here to
is
Slay.
good. I really like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of the name of it. Coup is fun.
Yeah, cool.
Cover Your Assets, I really like. I
Mm,
really like
that
Cover Your
game is so
Assets.
much you're talking
So
about
fun.
cutthroat. Man, some of those games.
Every game has the potential to, like, make me frustrated, but some games just make me more frustrated than others. That one I haven't been, like, crazy mad at yet.
Well, no, because it's kinda like screwing people over is part of the game.
Yeah, so you just
When
gotta
it's part
understand
of the
that
game,
yeah.
it's so much less. Because like, if you're already in a bad mood where it's like, "I
Yeah,
just wanna play a good, clean game and have it be that," like, you just don't even bust out cover your assets.
yeah.
But, if you're down for, like, some fun, you know, friendly ruining of people's lives, um,
Dude, that reminds me
then
of the
you
creepy have you ever do you know the creepypasta, "I dared my best friend to ruin my life"?
no.
You gotta listen to that Creepcast episode.
Okay, dude, it's been so
It's
long since it's
been
been
so
so long since I listened to Creepcast. Like, since the last time we talked about Creepcast, I literally have not listened to an episode.
That's crazy. I haven't either.
Yeah, dang. Yeah, but it's,
We gotta get back on the Creepcast.
yeah, I
Cast
have
on the
like
Creep.
100 episodes that I still have to listen to. Um, but, yeah, like, it's so much fun. Board games are a lot of fun. I wish board games are more popular
Yeah, me too. They're
because
like
that used to be, like,
I
what you
really
did.
appreciate that I really appreciate that I have a friend group that enjoys playing board games. 'Cause I
Yeah,
love like, my dream one day is to have just, like, a huge collection of board games. Like, just different kinds of board games. Like, I just love having all the different types.
true. Yeah, there's a lot of fun games that, like, yeah, you really have to have, like, a friend group for it. Because if you bust out a board game and people, like, aren't down for it, it's
Yeah,
just, like, it's
it
so not
sucks.
fun of an experience, but if you
Yeah.
have like, you bust out a board game and everyone's, like, so into it, there are some where it's like, "Yeah, we're just casually having fun," and then there's some where every single person around that board is locked in, and those are the most fun games. Like, not looking at their phone or anything, like, just,
Yeah.
you're just locked in on that game specifically,
Mhm.
and then, like, those games are just so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah, which I
I
wanna
love board
try
games.
out the Warhammer tabletop, but
Bro, let's
I
do
don't
it.
have an army built.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, we could play it on Tabletop Sim. They have it on Tabletop Simulator.
I'm pretty sure I own that game.
Yeah, we do. From, like, way back in 2020.
Yeah, from, like, a million years ago.
Yeah, and we played it, like, twice and never played it again.
Yeah.
Um, so we could actually, we could. Um,
It was back in the days when, it would just be, like, Chris and Kat and Andrew screaming at each other.
yeah,
Yeah, crazy.
yeah. Uh, but yeah, I wanna try that out because it seems like a lot of fun. Because it's kind of Risk-esque, but also it's more like a dice game with, like, models attached to it. So, like,
Yeah.
you'll each model has, like, a movement length, so you'll measure out your movement length, and then if you have line of sight from anywhere on your model's base to anywhere on their model's base, um, then you can, like, move to your shooting phase and shoot them if you have guns, and you, like, roll to hit. If you hit, then you roll to wound, and so you can hit and not wound, and it just won't do anything.
Okay.
Um, so you roll to hit. If you hit, you like, refer to your stat sheet on, like, your specific guns, and then you rolled a wound, and then if you get your wound rolls, like however many so like say you need like, whatever, 4 up to wound. You roll like 3 4s. So that would be 3 wounds that they have to defend against, and then they roll their armor stat against your 4 wounds. And if they roll all their
Yeah.
armor saves, you don't do anything. Or they could be like, I saved 2 of those, so I take 1 damage. And it seems like a lot of fun. I'm not fully
Yeah.
aware of like all the rules and stuff because the people who I watch play it on YouTube don't really explain the rules. They just play the game. So that's just kind of what I picked up from vibes,
Sure.
and then you have like command stratagems. So you get like 1 command point a turn, unless you have like a
Sure.
commander character. And you can use that on like stratagems. So you can like, there's some that buff up your defense, there's some that buff up your attack, there's some that give you like, you can like advance, fall back, and shoot in 1 turn, which you usually can't.
Mhm.
You can re-roll a specific roll. So like if you're like, I really need this model dead, and you're like, oh, I rolled a hit and you miss, you're like, okay, I'm gonna re-roll that, spend 1 command point, and re-roll it, and then you can have another chance to hit. So that's where you get like some more tactical depth besides just like your movement.
Mhm.
It's one of those games where it's like there's
Involved.
no, yeah, it's all like mental,
Yeah.
which it seems really fun.
Do you consider
So,
D&D to be a board game, or is that just like a tabletop? Where does
I'd
that fit
consider it
into
like a
this?
tabletop.
Because D&D is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I meant to, say this earlier. When this episode comes out, we will have officially surpassed Keep It GA in
Oh,
episodes.
let's go. Yeah, those losers.
I was like, we should make the episode as un-GA as possible.
As un-GA as possible.
Well, do
That
you know
would
what
be,
GA stands for?
yeah, grace appropriate,
Okay,
right?
okay, yeah, I didn't know if you
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, that would be quite the episode.
Oh, also, I wanted to share this with you. I saw this earlier, I was scrolling on Instagram. There's a mobile game coming out, uh,
Oh,
and I know as soon as I say mobile game, it's like but it looks very Cuphead-esque, and I'm
hmm,
actually really excited for it. I just sent you the ad for it. I actually,
okay.
it's not a pre-order because I didn't spend money, but I, like, pre-downloaded it on my phone, which is, like, weird. I've never done that before because it
Yeah, that is
technically
weird.
doesn't come out till August 28th, but it looks sweet, and I love Cuphead and that art style, and so I pre-downloaded it. It looks sweet. It's called, Acecraft, I think.
Oh, that's weird.
I think that's what I just sent you. Yeah,
Yeah.
Acecraft. And it's basically like Cuphead, but only the flying levels.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Looking
It
at
looks
it, it
really
does
cool.
look very, yeah, I can't look at anything without installing Instagram because,
It's crazy to me that you don't have that, by the way. I mean, props to you. Like,
I mean,
sometimes
I
I
just don't have any reason
yeah. Well, other than to
besides
look at
like
the reels that I
watching
sent you
videos that you sent me. Yeah.
and
Yeah. I
seeing the
mean,
stuff that I post for 6 feet deep.
oh yeah. Um, I mean, that's really like the only reason that I would. Um, because like a lot of people are like, "Oh, you have Instagram? Oh, how am I gonna like contact you?" And it's like, I have a phone number. You can just text me.
Congratulations, you're in my inner circle.
I'd be more inclined to respond to a text than I would
Me
log on
too.
to Instagram to respond to a message. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I'll just give you my phone number. If you want to contact me, you can call me or text me.
Yeah.
Like my my friend actually, um, who might be listening to this. I talked about him last week or 2 weeks. Um, he's the mouse guy. Um,
We gotta get him on the podcast.
he wants to.
Really?
He's asked me. Yeah, he's asked me, and I'm like, "We'll see."
We'll see. Let's get him on.
Um, okay. Uh,
With
but
rules.
he's like, "You need to get, you need to get Snapchat so I can add you to, like, the group chat of everyone so I can, like
Ooh.
we can, like, plan stuff." And I'm like,
There's a
"Just
certain
text me."
there's a
Like,
certain
we
there's joining group chats is like a contractual thing.
yeah, I don't know. And it's like, we literally see each other every day. Like, because we work together. So it's
Yeah.
like, I see you every day. If you wanna invite me to something, just invite me. And
Mhm,
if you forget and remember, like, later in the day, you have my number, you can text me.
mhm.
And he's like, "No, it's you know, like, what are you need to, like, plan stuff." And I'm like, "I don't need to plan stuff, just tell me what we're doing. Like, tell me show up here at this time, and I'll do it." Yeah, so, it's weird. Stuff like that where it's like, I don't get getting social media just to text people. Like, you can just do that.
Yeah, I try to just message people as directly as possible. If I have a phone number, that's instantly a more personal way to communicate. But
Yeah.
Instagram is really good for, like, promoting things, like, seeing what other
Yeah.
people are up to. So, that's the reason I have it. If I didn't have to have it, I wouldn't. Like, hopefully someday I can afford to have, like, someone manage my social media for me. That would be the dream because I would love to not have to do it. Like, if I could just get rid of it, I would. But the problem is I can't just be a musician. I also have to be a content creator and a marketer and a businessman. And social media is just, like, the only place you can do all of those things, like, professionally in the same space.
Yeah. That's what's weird, like, there's been so much change in the music industry in the past, you know, 20, 30 years. Because it used to be like, you'd just get big in your local area, and then you'd potentially get picked up by a record label,
Mhm.
or you'd, you know, whatever, get enough sales on your stuff, or you get played on the radio. That was like making it, like getting played on the radio.
Yeah.
But now it's like you have so many independent musicians. 'Cause it used to be, like, not impossible, but it was very tough for an independent musician to make it big.
Mhm.
Like, you kinda had to tie yourself to a record label, um, at least to get started, and then you could go from there, but, um, it's a lot different because now you don't have to do that because you have social media that you might just blow up overnight. Like, your stuff might have a couple hundred views, and then you wake up the next morning, they might have a couple thousand or a couple 10,000. And it's like, oh, because you this one short that you posted like a week ago suddenly got pushed by the algorithm to literally everyone. And,
Mhm.
if 10,000 people see your songs, like at least 500 of them statistically are probably going to go check your stuff out.
Yeah.
Um, But and then you also have, like, you don't even need to, like, rent studio time anymore.
No, because you can just do it all yourself. That's what
You
I
can
do.
just do it all yourself.
But that doesn't stop, like, there's still a big need for producers in the industry because a lot of musicians don't wanna do that stuff,
Yeah.
which is good for, like, people like me who can step in and get paid to do it.
Yeah.
I've actually been picking up a lot of clientele, like,
Oh,
for,
that's good.
production stuff. I mean, I
Uh-huh.
say picking up a lot of clientele. I have like 3 people right now that I'm working with, and 2 of them are CMC grads. So,
Hmm. Hey,
but
I mean,
yeah,
it's all about connections in the music industry.
it is. It's like at those shows, I was just picking people's numbers up that I was playing with
Yeah.
that were cool. Just trying to be relevant.
Yeah. See, that's what I'd use social media for if I had to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like, I don't want my phone to be bogged down with, you know, 50 people who I message, once for business reasons.
Well, you can also make like private accounts. So like on Instagram, you can make it so people have to like request to follow you. So if you wanted
Yeah.
to have an account just to like see what other people were doing, you could do that without like having people being able to just see. Or you don't even have to post at all. Some people I
Yeah.
know
No, I
just
probably
follow.
wouldn't if I got an Instagram. On the brief time that I've had any type of, like, social media or, like, um, place where you can post stuff, never post anything. Like, I'm just there to scroll.
We should make a so sorry, this is going back to board games.
That's fine. That's the theme of the episode.
Yeah,
That was a huge tangent.
we should make a subtractive IQ board game where your goal is to like navigate. It's like a trivia game, but like really stupid questions. And it's like you play as the last brain cells
The
trying to make
last
is
brain cells.
trying to make your way
Trying to
out.
make it out of the
Yeah,
brain.
yeah. That would be funny, except we'd also need to make like crazy lore, but like also hide it. So like there's just this like stupid game with like wicked story.
Seems
It's
like a
crazy.
lot of work.
That's how I feel like when I like am at Cedar Point and I'm like reading the billboards about the lore of the ride, and I'm like, no one cares, but it's still cool.
It's like, dang, this is a whole wall of cool ass.
I mean, it's cool. Like it gives you something to do while you're in line, which is nice.
Yeah. Dude, Cedar Point is so much fun.
Cedar Point's awesome.
Man, I'm kinda I was realizing, like, yesterday or the, day before, I can't remember, um, but, like, I haven't done, like, anything this summer.
Oh yeah, my wedding
Like,
didn't happen. That's
I
fine.
went to CJ's wedding and I went to your wedding. That's, like, the only time that I've, like, done anything.
Oh, I was telling you when you graduate, we should do a trip. I don't know where we'd
I
go.
mean, I'd be down.
It would have to be dirt cheap. I mean, hopefully, we might be doing the Ren Fair. If we're gonna do the Ren Fair, we gotta figure it out like now.
Yeah, we do.
Also, I might be
Um,
there a couple weeks.
yeah, yeah, let me know about that
I
because
will.
I double checked with the rents, and they said, "Sure."
Cool.
So anytime you wanna come by, you're good to go.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'll definitely let you know. Uh,
Okay.
I think you were just still figuring out if we because we want to come visit, but we're trying to figure out if it's gonna be worth the drive to be there for a day and then have to drive
Worth the drive.
another 7.
What are you saying I'm not worth it?
No, like
Oh,
if
okay.
Miriam has like just to like if it's feasible for Miriam to spend a weekend traveling 2 out of 3
Yeah.
days and then go to work. But if that ends up not being feasible, if I end up making a trip with just myself and Ben, because I didn't tell you, Ben would be coming too, but
Yeah, yeah.
he wouldn't be staying at your place though. I think he'd be staying with his parents. But uh he would, come and hang out too. If I end up making just a trip, I can get way more time off work, like way easier. The only problem with that is like if it's financially feasible for me to take that time off work, because
Yeah.
we have a budget and stuff that we need to be able to bring in finances for. But yeah. Anyway, now that I've completely went on a tangent that wasn't related to the podcast at all,
Yeah.
thanks for listening. What a good episode.
Yeah. Now that you guys
What are
have
your
the
favorite board games? Tell us.
my favorite board games?
No, the audience, not you.
Oh, well, I didn't tell my favorite board games. This episode is all about you, you, you. I need some love. I don't know. Favorite board games? There's a lot of good ones. I don't know if I'd specifically have a favorite.
Warhammer, Catan, Monopoly, Clue.
I've never played Warhammer. Catan,
You're an
it's fun,
inspiring
not my
Warhammer player.
favorite. Monopoly, we don't
Magic,
talk about Monopoly.
Magic, probably.
Yeah, probably Magic would be my go-to. Euchre, I love
Oh,
Euchre.
I love Euchre too.
Euchre, poker,
Yeah.
any card game that ends in honestly. So good.
Yeah. Well, thanks for
Anyway,
listening to
thanks for
Subtractive
listening.
IQ. This episode got recorded the day before it was supposed to go out.
Yeah. So thank you, quick editing, Caleb.
Yeah, this episode's supposed to come out in 4 hours.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So it won't take
Oh,
me long to
geez,
edit, though.
okay. Yeah,
'Cause
well,
I'm just gonna plug it into Adobe Podcasts and then I'll leave it be. So
yeah, and you need to edit in the applause at the first, and then you need to end the episode with an explosion, like right now.
okay. I'm not gonna do either of those two things. But
And all right, rate the podcast 5 stars if Caleb needs to put more effort in with the sound effect.
all right. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for listening. Farewell.